It gives us great pleasure to have our Honorable Governor Shri S.L. Narasimhan Garu and esteemed delegates, Minister. Himachal Yamuna Ganga Uchchal Jaladhitaram Tava Shubha Ashisha Mange Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He.
भैया फ्लैश करके
Ratan Tata. He started his career by
but for him you are the one. Please remember that. So there are queries which will be posed by a patient. Please have that patience. Even if you cannot answer all his queries, even if you can pat him on his back and tell him everything will be alright, that is good enough. Because what happens in many cases, the first response is, that means the world has come off. So please don't give him that response. Give him a very positive response. I think positivity of a doctor takes care of half his ailments. The rest of the medical medicine comes later. But the first approach, an approach with a smile, an approach with a positivity, I think takes care of much of a health care than any other medication that is required. And how does a doctor approach a patient? That is very important. Because as I told you, medicine, yes, is necessary. But the psychological treatment, I think, is more important than the medication. In most ailments, the psychological part of it, where you sort of give the confidence, the comfort that everything is going to be all right, becomes very critical. And this is something which I would really request doctors to please spare the time. As I told you, I know you are very busy persons, but please spare that 1 second to tell him things will be all right, it will be fine. Like I always tell the government also, the bureaucracy also, that 99 times when a person comes to you, he knows that you are not going to solve his problem. But just tell him, "Chusukuntanu," that one thing that it has been done. So he knows that it is not done. But "Chusukuntanu" and chepte chalu. He was Malareddy garu chepparu, Bombay lo floods vastadi, Chennai lo floods vastadi, కానీ Hyderabad బాగా కొట్టింది అమ్మాయి. Hyderabad వచ్చారే కదా. So, see, point is we should not turn a blind eye to anything. I think we should face facts as they are. Reality is what it is. That is what we should do. In fact, today when I was seeing the simulation center, my memory went back to almost 50 years back. I was just telling Dr. Nageshwar Reddy, I remember Dr. Govind Raju, with the man who gave me my second life. I had an accident in 1971 at Nandyal, and I was thrown out of I was subsequently told, all this is what I have been told, like a film. It is sort of a rewind, and that's what I'm telling you is a rewind because I am not aware of what really happened. I was probably thrown out of the car. I was unconscious. I was brought to my sub-divisional hospital, and the police, being what it is, people are very, very sort of scared for police. I don't know for what reason. He left me on the veranda and went away. A prisoner who was coming for his treatment suddenly saw me and said, "ASP garu." Then people woke up and said, "The ASP was bleeding there." Then I was transported to Kurnool. I was unconscious for about 5 days. I went through all this treatment. All that there was shown in incidents. I do not know what was all there at that point of time. But here I am back in life. So I always think you are gods. Doctor is a God Almighty. And he's one person. Like for example, when you go to a temple or you go to a holy place, you cannot tell lies to the God at least. That's one place where you're really asking for what you want. So you have to speak a certain amount of truth. Whether it's pardon from a crime, pardon for something, you have to speak the truth. So also before doctors are one person with whom we have to share the truth. Only then the treatment will be proper.
కానీ కొద్దిగా సాటి మనిషికి దాన్ని అందించేటువంటి మెకానిజం ఇంకా పూర్తి స్థాయిలో ఆపదలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి అందించలేకపోతున్నది ఇవాళ తపన. మనం ఇంకా రాకెట్ సైన్స్ యుగంలో కూడా, ఇంత కంప్యూటర్ యుగంలో కూడా ఈనాటికి ఎంత డిస్పారిటీస్ ఉన్నాయో, ఎంత అంతరాలు ఉన్నాయి ఈ సమాజంలో. ఈ శాస్త్ర విజ్ఞానాన్ని అందిపుచ్చుకోలేక ప్రాణాలు వదులుతున్న వాళ్ళు ఎంత ఉన్నారో మనం చూస్తాము. ప్రపంచంలో అన్నిటికంటే విలువైంది, ప్రపంచంలో అన్నిటికంటే ఇవాళ మానవ సంపదని మనిషిని ఎంత గొప్పగా మనం భావిస్తాము. కానీ ఆ మనిషిని కాపాడుకునే క్రమంలో ఇవాళ మన దేశంలో కానీ మన రాష్ట్రంలో కానీ ఇవన్నీ కూడా వస్తూ ఉన్నాయి. ఇంతకుముందే కృష్ణరాజు గారు, మా జీవికి రెడ్డి గారు చెప్పారు, ఇంతమందికి ఆ దుస్థితి రావాలని చెప్పి మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా ఇలా తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలో ఆ ప్రెగ్నెంట్ ఉమెన్కి ఒక 12,000 రూపీస్ వాళ్ళకి ఇన్సెంటివ్ ఇచ్చి ఆమె కూలికి పోకుండా కేర్ తీసుకోవాలి, ఆమె కూలికి పోకుండా ఆమె ప్రోటీన్ ఫుడ్ తీసుకోవాలి, ఎనర్జీ ఇవ్వాలని చెప్పి.
In tough situations like these, it takes some training, quick reflexes, and timely decisions to save lives. Since 2005, GVK EMRI has been on a steady rise by delivering reliable, comprehensive RI. Has till date trained 5 lakh healthcare professionals, including doctors, nurses, EMT, ASHA.
Memento to Sri Etel Rajendra. 2000 memento to Honorable MP.
Education is important for us, sir, but re-education is very, very important. All our cadre are supposed to be valid certified instructors so that there will not be any skill acquisition at the right time and then there will not be any attrition.
We have something
Focus on both the things.
those high frequencies. Do a vaginal examination and then found out how much centimeter is the cervix, where is the position of. If it is the opposite, they have to feel the leg and then say, okay, this patient is having a breech delay. So what kind of special case I'm going to deal with? So they will be prepared with all these things. Tongue will be like this. But if you do this and the tongue becomes small, so it is impossible to intubate this patient. So what we do is we call tracheostomy. So a surgeon can do a tracheostomy to again put a tube like this inside so that they can use drugs. So decision making skills.
Tracheostomy is an emergency procedure.
Tracheostomy in emergency room it is an emergency procedure.
So otherwise normally
In ambulances we don't do. In ambulances we do this.
No, that's why I thought that was a very complicated procedure.
Yes.
There is other
Tracheostomy can be done only in emergency rooms by trained doctors. We train all those people also.
Moving on, we have another section.